Welcome back, everyone, to episode 4 of my Dragon Warrior extended look / most likely complete playthrough. In the previous episode, we made our way to the village of Cole to the east of, well, the northeast of Tantagel Castle, and we grinded for the money necessary to buy the next 2 pieces of equipment to upgrade to, the large shield and the half plate. I did check in between episodes to see where we needed to go next. Technically, I believe it is the cave to the south of us, but there was another side quest that we were going to partake in today that involves us going to get another one of these items that you equip but never actually see in your status, which is the Fighter's Ring, which would increase our attack power. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that. Before we do that, we will head all the way back to Tantagel Castle. I did find out what the wings do, the wing item that you can buy from the item shop. For $70, it just transports you back to Tantagel Castle, and that is it. So instead of spending $70, I'll just walk. Look, the enemies are all running away, so whatever. It's not going to be hard to get there. You see there is a... God, everyone is running. Cowards, all of you. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's worth trying to go that way. I guess the easy way to find out would be to do this. Oh, go. Owie, owie, owie. A shortcut. I'm not really worried about the damage these enemies can do, because they're all pretty weak at this point. Plus, we did just upgrade our armor yet again, so the enemy is going to be very hard-pressed to do anything against my body at this point. In fact, they're not even trying, they're all just dying. Alright, we're back. Let's go ahead and do a quick heal. I have no idea what the ceiling is for my health, so we'll do 2 pops of magic. 1 to get enough to actually do another heal spell, and then we'll go ahead and recover the magic from that. I don't know. Talk to him. Talk. Ooh, 35. That's a lot. Good, spend some. Oh, alright, so 48 is the ceiling. Let's see what Radiant costs and see if I can even do it right now. 3. Okay, so that's very cheap. Forget the torches, we don't need them anymore. Save us a little bit of money. I think they were, what, 20 bucks each or 6? 6, I think it was. Don't need them. Not even gonna bother wasting the money on it. And save. All right. Our next objective is south, and we need to head west to the bridge, which is... we gotta go up and to the west, actually, first. Up. Okay, guys, come on, seriously. Now you're just wasting both of our times. Down. There's the bridge. Ooh, 1 hit point. No. Aw, dick. He had to do that. He had to do that. To remind me that he's still dangerous. Kind of. Damn it. Hit your target. Now, the next piece of equipment that I saw the guide kind of saying, hey, you should be aiming for this, is the full plate armor. But man, is that expensive. We're talking $3 grand to pay for the full plate. Unless we start running into some really lucrative enemy encounters, that's going to take a couple of hours to finish, I would guess. It took a full hour to get 1,800 gold fighting the skeletons, some random enemies that we were seeing earlier. And now we can't even get enemies that we were grinding against to fight us, except for the skeleton. Watch, he'll still do like 4 damage. I was kidding! Don't do that! spent all that money for a half plate. It doesn't look like it mitigated the damage I was hoping it would mitigate. Alright, so we gotta go this way if I read right. There's the cave. Not a bad little jaunt. We'll go ahead and save outside just in case. In we go. Radiant. Hey! Much bigger examination range. And we do get in fights now. We get in fights in the caves. I don't know what the hell this is. But he's not doing much. Cool. Decent money. Alright. Let's go ahead and... Well, before we do this, let's explore the floor and see if there's anything good. Like any treasure. Aha! Yeah, no kidding. Open the damn box. I found the herb. Alright, well now we have the ability to heal if we need it without magic. I think I have 2 of them, actually. Okay, moving on. Don't go that way yet. Oh, a scorpion made its way in here. So it looks like they did decide to just not bother with a background in the caves. I mean, I see a beautiful brick floor, so someone thought enough to build this cave with very much tender, loving care, but not install any lights. Goddamn typical contractor work. They get 90% of the way there, and then their contract expires, and they say, no, we're not doing any more until you pay us. Uh-oh. Oh, Radiant is running out! Alright, keep exploring while we get the light. There's a third branch. Alright, so this isn't like the first cave that was pretty straightforward. Not a whole lot of branching paths in that one. Alright, I didn't see anything else, so we're gonna go top left, because that was kind of the first path that we saw. We'll go ahead and take that one. No idea. Uh-oh. Running out of light again. Alright, we made it. Yeah, talk to the stairs, idiot. Or go down them. Alright, should we cast... Yeah, we'll do it. Radiant again. Ba-ba! Ah, damn! Alright, stairs. Go to the ones right there instead. Oh, gotta go up. Now, the first cave we went into, we did almost the entirety of that cave with the one torch. In fact, I don't think it ever ran out. So the spell is a better view range, but it doesn't last the entirety of the cave. Something to keep in mind. We want to keep a torch as a backup. It's not going to make a huge... Why do I do that every time? A huge difference in what we can do, because I don't think there's any limit to what you can do in the cave without a light. Take. There it is. There was our quarry. Step forward. Take. There's a torch. And we'll search the rest of the cave before we go. Make sure there's nothing else. Ah, oh, God damn it. Ah. Of gold, thou hast gained 16. Oh, no. Oh, no. We better save in case this is a boss. Not much. He's not doing much, and we beat him. Big money. Very big money. And a skeleton. Rock his world. And we just come down to this corridor and walk around it for a while. Hey, there we go. All right, and our reward for all that extra hard fighting is $100. Well, I mean, we need the money for a half plate, so... Uh-oh. Another fight with a warlock. No, 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 no hurt spells. No. Kill. Damn you. Oh, boy. You better die. Oh, God. Save before we take the next turn. All right. That was close. Let's see how much an herb heals. A lot. A lot. All right. Well, you know, for 20 bucks, we might want to stock up on those just in case. And I might have to burn another. What the hell is that? He's Droll. Uh-oh. And Droll hits hard. And he's dead. I think that's supposed to be like a snail. There we go. Nothing there. Nothing there. Alright, that should have been the extent of this part of the cave. There was a third set of stairs in the bottom. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's not good. I need to wake up. Am I screwed? The game just screwed me over? Oh, now I wake up. Better use the herb. Now beat his ass! Get out of here. Those guys are dangerous. Alright, let's go back down. Oh god, I don't want to fight you anymore. You don't fight fair. See ya. We did get a ton of money and, I think, experience from that guy. The next level's 2,000 experience. Quit talking to the steps, idiot. Let me walk you! Yeah, that's more my speed. Let me fight the guys without the staff. Oh, I suppose I should put the damn ring on, shouldn't I? Alright, pause. Or not pause. Stop pausing, idiot. Alright, status. 45 and 39 with this dragon scale equipped, and I don't know if it comes off if we do this. Let's save real quick, just in case I don't like what we do. Item. Fighter's ring. Put on the fighter's ring. And now our stats are no different. What the hell was the point of that? Okay, whatever. Maybe I'll see it and it'll be like something that isn't immediately obvious. Alright, we want to get to the steps that were down here. Right here. And there was nothing there. Alright, we're done. We are done. Let's get out of here. Didn't see whatever it was, the fairy or the flute that I was supposed to find in here. Maybe it's somewhere else. Oh, wait. There we go. And out. We're done. Let's do a quick heal. And I think my next objective was the cave south of the village of Cole. Let me double check. Yeah, alright, so that is where we were supposed to go next. Let's go ahead and beat up this guy. They were also saying that this is your best place to go to gain experience and money at this point in the game, even on the top floor. I'll poke around a little bit until I have to leave because I am out of health. Or magic to recover. Don't need to go too far. We'll just kind of walk in a big circle here for a little while. Owie! Nice! A one-shot of the scorpion. We're definitely seeing some boosts in our effectiveness in battle, at least. I guess the stat boosts were strength and agility, but not, like, attack power and defense power. Maybe those are separate stats that are added to, like, the strength and agility, like, from weapons and armor. So attack power and defense power only go up if you add equipment, but that doesn't make sense, because when I leveled up, they definitely went up. I don't know. I don't know. Get out of here. You want to fight a real enemy, and you're not that. You're not it. I'll fight Druins and Drolls, but not that. And we're not even going to bother with the spell. We know where we need to go to get out, so... We did get an extra torch, right? Yeah. So what we could do is we could just burn one of those if we really want the light, but I don't think it's necessary. But some skeletons, huh? Uh-oh. Boy, they really make it hard to tell where you're at with only one square of light. Waste my time, game. Oh, spin move! He sits down and says, alright, I can't do that anymore. I kind of miss the days of RPGs where going into a dungeon literally required you to bring a light source, or else you couldn't do anything. I also kind of don't miss that because it means you're not wasting time picking up torches or casting spells to provide light. It's one of those standards that you get why it's there, but you also appreciate that most games have kind of moved away from it. Like, for example, a lot of the Elder Scrolls games, they have caves that have enough ambient light that you can still see around them in the dark. Or you can get a spell like Night Eye or Candlelight and just cast something to light the area you're in. Fallout even toyed with that a little bit, and they said, you know what? You're basically putting a nuclear-powered, like, wristwatch on your arm, and it has a lit-up display. Why don't you just turn the brightness up on it, and then you can see permanently when you're in there. Okay. Let's go ahead and cast some heal. We can do it again. One more. And then I think when we get down to like 20 or 25 or something like that, we'll have to duck out so that we can go get some health at the castle. I'll leave enough health or magic to recover at least one more time. As if it wasn't obvious, I'm still walking in the same, like, clockwise circle around the bricks down at the bottom left corner of the cave, even though you can't see anything. It's just a figure kind of pivoting left and right. Thankfully, they give you audio cues, and that is why it was a good idea to have that sound whenever you bump into things. Knowing that if you get into a cave like this, you can use audio clues to tell you when you hit a wall. So you're not completely screwed. Just mostly screwed. Alright, I think what we'll do, because we're not seeing enough skeletons for my taste, we're going to go ahead and head out. I need to be able to see where the exit is. There it is. We'll walk back to Canticle Castle. We'll recover our magic and health. And we'll head back to the area outside of the Village of Coal. I think that is a better spot for grinding for money and experience. Not that there was anything necessarily wrong there, but it's a longer walk to get back to a spot where you can heal from this cave than from the area outside of Coal. We couldn't go down to the second floor and fight all those Warlocks because they were just too dangerous. If they have the ability to put my character to sleep and then take like 4 hits before I even respond, not good. I do not want to get into a scenario where we go like 10, 15, 20 minutes of me grinding for experience, and then one Warlock strips me of all that progress because he casts sleep, and then I can't do anything. In fact, we should save. Can I take more than 2 steps? Game, please. I want to cross this bridge, please. Thank you. Fight! 1 step. Fight! 1 step. Fight! What was the, there was an episode of The Simpsons. My brain always goes to The Simpsons, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm sure there's a reason behind it. Where I think it was Bart goes to an arcade and sees a copy of Waterworld, the video game. And he says it was the most expensive video game ever made, and it costs $2 to play it. And he takes one step, and immediately the game ends, and he has to put more money in. That's kind of what it feels like to take one step and get in a fight. One step, get in a fight. Now, if I'm not mistaken, some mad genius decided he was actually going to complete the game, and basically using the same models and environments, made a playable copy of the Simpsons arcade game of Waterworld that does the same kind of nonsense where you take a step and then you gotta, like, jam on a button to feed quarters into the machine to keep playing. It's not quite that punitive, but they did something very similar. All right, yeah, we're going to head back to the area outside of coal, and unfortunately, yeah, it may be the rest of the episode just trying to get the money for the full plate so that we can progress to the next major objective. Now, what I did see is the Swamp Cave, dangerous area. You can get into some fights that will rock your world when you get there. However, on the other side of other side of the cave is the region that leads to Remaldar, which is where we can buy the keys to unlock all the doors hidden in the world that hide items behind them. So that is our major objective going from here. All right, we got our first 1 grand out of 3 that we need. Okay, red slimes, I don't want to see you anymore. Go away. I just said, go away. Not continue to chase me down and fight. I know you're happy to do it, but I'm not happy to fight you. Now, what I did see is there is an enemy inside the Swamp Cave that if you actually do try to fight, you're pretty much guaranteed to lose and die. I might just go see what it's like, just to find out. Is it that bad? I'm gonna find that cave. Oh yeah, I'm rocking those guys now. There's the cave. Ouch! Not to mention, just to get there, you gotta suffer some serious damage getting through the swamp. And who knows, I'm probably gonna have to fight in the swamp at some point, and I may lose health trying to do that. Alright, here we go. We'll do a save right here. So this is a terrible, terrible idea. We can just restart here. Look at that. Okay. Made it. Alright, gotta heal again. Well, we don't have to heal. Not a tough fight. We can handle that. Not a tough fight. We can handle that. Uh-oh. Okay. This, I think, is the enemy that they were saying you have to watch out for because it can absolutely destroy you. Oh, well, we're about to find out. 2 points. Holy crap! Run. I'm dead. 32! What the hell am I supposed to do? Alright, load. Load. All right, well, I mean, we could try to grind for the full plate, but I have no belief that that's going to mitigate the kind of damage he's dealing out. That's definitely an enemy that you're not supposed to be fighting for probably like 5, 6 levels. You're just not supposed to deal with them. The game wants you to stay as far away from this area as possible at this point in the game. But this is how you get to the magic keys, or the whatever they are, the keys that'll open the doors in the game. So we have to get there. Come on, don't do this to me, game. Scorpion better not run away. You're not that weak. I want some skellies. There we go. Just out of curiosity, I think I have a guide here that can show me how much health the green dragon has. Huh. It's not that much. He only has 60 hit points total. But we only took off 2 damage trying to hit him. So that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Not unless we get a much better weapon. And some of the enemies we're fighting right now only have maybe 20 or 30 hit points, but let's see what the scorpion has. 20. The skeleton has 30. So the skeleton has half the health of the dragon, but he also can take way more damage. Like the dragon is basically just a juggernaut, and we probably shouldn't even be trying to fight him at this point in the game. That is, if I understand right, the game seemed to be trying very hard to make this clear. The green dragon is the boss that's protecting Princess Gwaelin that we're supposed to be tracking down as part of the game's plot. But if that's the case, then that is a boss, and probably that one fight is the only fight that you see him in. So I guess we could go down the side path on the other side to get through? Maybe? I'll tell you what. Let's give that another shot. Worst case scenario, I die again and we just kind of come back here and keep grinding for money. I really want to get to an area where we can fight some more consistent encounters where the enemy doesn't run away like that. And we're starting to get a little bit more money than we're earning per fight right now, where enemies are just running away. This isn't a good use of my time. If I'm not fighting skeletons or scorpions, everything else, I'm basically at the point where they're a good risk to run away from the fight altogether. So this isn't a great spot to go for leveling or for getting enemy fights. Or gold or whatever. Nope. Get back. Get over there. Yep, I'll do that. Come on, guys. Seriously? Alright, we'll do the same thing we did before. Just do a save state here. And then we'll try to make it through the cave. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, of course, they do fight. Thank you for running away. 9. Heal up. Alright, we should be fine. Cast the Spell of Radiant. So to the right, we found the boss. Hopefully, just going straight down, we won't find the boss. Don't go to the right. Stay this side. Yeah, alright. There we go. We're out. Okay. Not too bad. Now, I don't know which way to go to the boss, or not the boss, but the village of Remoldar. So we'll just have to do a little exploring to figure it out. Thank you! More challenging opponents instead of just guys who are going to run away. The hell aren't you dead yet? Die! Get out of here. Heal up. Oh boy. Alright, well, let's save real quick. Oh boy. Oh, big fight. This would be where the full plate would come in play. But he gives you a lot of money. That's encouraging. Gotta find that town. Not here. Unless it's in the desert. It's not in the desert. Oh no. Damn it! Don't do this to me, game. This sucks. And they'll just keep whacking me to death. Wake up, idiot! Jerk. We're real close to leveling. But nothing there except danger. Don't do it. Okay. Oh, God damn it! We may be screwed. I'm awake. Kill him. Thank you. It's risky fighting here. Grassland, good. I need to find that village. So I can hang around it for a while and just use its healing services at my own leisure. Wait, is that it? That might be it. Got him. Heal up. Okay. We only got 2 more shots to heal. So, alright, perfect. Oh boy. Oh no. We have to save. Watch, it's gonna kill me. Alright, not too bad. Oh yeah. Alright, well, let's see. Is this Remoldar? No, I have no tomatoes. I have no tomatoes today. Okay, thanks, crazy lady. You are Lord Nub? It has been long since last we met. Do I know you? I mean, no, seriously, do I know you? The scales of the Dragon Lord are hard as steel. Well, now I know. What you got? Hand axe, broadsword. We're definitely not doing as much damage as we had in the past, and the next level above full plate, magic armor. So that'll be... They're saying go for full plate. I don't want to get the sword next. It's cheaper, and we can just hang around the town and get health if we need it. Who art thou? Leave at once, or I will call my friends. Hey, a reasonable response to someone just walking in your house. Art thou the descendant of Erdrick? Hast thou any proof? Again, I think his proof should be to just pull his pants down and say, here's your proof! I get in a fight trying to come here. Over the western part of this island, Erdrick created a rainbow. 'Tis also said that he entered the darkness from a hidden entrance in the room of the Dragon Lord. I bet that is something we need to keep in mind. Hidden entrance to fight the big baddie. Thou shalt find the Stones of Sunlight in Tantagle Castle, if thou hast not found them yet. In other words, one of the doors that's locked has something important behind it. Alright, we're in Rimuldar. Rimuldar? What's this? Anything good? Heed my warning, travel not to the south, for the monsters are fierce and terrible. As opposed to the enemies here who are friendly and loving. In this world, is there any sword that can pierce the scales of the Dragon Lord? Probably a dragon sword, if I had to guess. Before long, the enemy will arrive. Oh, okay, thanks. That's the sunny outlook I was hoping for. This is a magic place. Hast thou found a magic temple? No. Go to the south. Okay. I'm sure that has something to do with whatever he was supposed to be doing for me. Is that a wedding ring? Thou seems too young to be married. I guess that's because he was going to tell us about the ring. And I haven't been searching stuff like this. But there was nothing there. Alright, we know we can't get the broadsword yet. Oh, come on. Talk to him. Okay, we already talked to this guy. How about the inn? Expensive, but not unexpected, given the area we're in. And 2 fights would get enough money to recover your health, so why not? And we saw something over here that we couldn't get to without going around the edge of the map from the looks of it. Oh, look at this. People all over the damn edge of the map. They're gonna mess with you and say, hey, whoa, 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 we didn't say you could do this. Well, let's see if we can do this. Down. Over. Down. Up. Wait. Over. You know, I hate to say it, but this seems like something that Final Fantasy absolutely stole from Dragon Quest. The idea of walking around the edge of town to find secrets and people that you wouldn't normally think to go look for. Orwick is late again. I'm starving. I'm sorry, lady. Ah, I'm out. Now let's go back in. Try the other way. Orwick? What are you doing up there, you knave? I am Orwick, and I am waiting for my girlfriend. Well, you should go find her, dummy. She's hungry, and I don't think she just means for food. Alright, what do we got? Welcome! Okay. Is this where we buy the keys, maybe? Magic keys! They will unlock any door. Dost thou wish to purchase one for 53 gold? Yes. Let's go find what... I guess you have to use one per door? Let's get, like, 5 of them right now. If we can get 5. 4. 5. Not right now. We didn't see an item shop in the town, did we? I don't recall seeing one. Weapon shop and an inn. Look at that. 2 keys to get in that doorway. And watch, it'll be like garbage. It'll be like an herb or something stupid. And that guy was just asking me if I had gone to the magic cave or something. No. This would be where having the wings that I decided not to buy because all they do is send you to Tanagle Castle would come in handy. I want to start from Tanagle Castle and basically search every place that we had gone to with keys. And hopefully get something rewarding as a result of doing all that searching. I don't even know how many doors we need to check. Let me see if there's like something in the game that tells me how many doors. Alright, so I can hold up to 6 at a time. That's it. How many did I have? I have 5, so I can get 1 more. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll buy 1 more key. That way I have the max number that I can carry at one time. We'll use them to go open doors around Tanagle Castle, Braconnery, and then, what was the other? Garenham? And that'll probably be the end of the episode. Because we're going to go find out what those doors are hiding. And I did see, yeah, it looks like there might be a place where you can get it for cheaper. Whatever. Whatever. Don't care. Yes, I know there are doors here in Remoldar that we could open. We're not worried about that. Let's save real quick. No. Back up. All right, go. I'm going to go up. And to the west. This guy didn't seem like he was all that hard to kill, so hopefully... he does do some damage himself. But he's not hard to kill. And he's definitely worth the money. We're going to get another level before we leave this area. Ouch. Oh yeah. Big payouts for those metal scorpions. Those are the guys to fight. Not these. Not these. I would run away if I believed I would get away from him in one shot, but I know I won't. Thank you for wasting your turn. Keep doing that. Keep doing the dumb thing. Get out of the woods. No, I'm going to a dead end. Damn it. We better save. Oh! Come on, kill him. Yes! And we leveled up. Nice. Alright. We are now at... big bump for response speed. 3 hit points, 4 magic. Learned a new spell. What did we learn? Stop spell. So we can use that against the Warlocks and keep them from ravaging me every time we get in a fight. I think I can go up here, right? To get to where we needed to go? Yes. Alright. Uh-oh. Well, let's try our new spell and see what it does. Ha! Nothing. And it wasn't expensive. It was only 2 points. No. Good. No. Okay, that you can do. Game's like, alright, we'll give him a break. Let him do that. Where's that cave? There it is. Alright. Save. Because who knows, we might see the dragon. I hope we don't. Alright. I'm gonna be nervous every time we get in a fight. Quick heal. Alright, moving on. Go that way. Alright, we can kill this. Alright, the wings may be more important now. I didn't think we would be actually getting so far afield that they would actually have some value to me. They're expensive. That is the big drawback. And I know we get a spell eventually that we can cast that'll take us all the way back to the castle, but we haven't gotten it yet. Make it. No, dragon. All right, good. Hopefully the dragon stays in his lane and I don't have to bother with him. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're out. Now the challenge of getting through the swamp safely. 39, 37, 35, 31, 29, 27, 25, 23, 21, 19, we're out. All right. So what we'll do at the end of the episode here is we'll go ahead and use the keys that we have. I'll try to do this as smartly as possible for the purposes of ensuring we're getting the most bang for our buck, since you can only carry 6, and it's a long walk back to where we can get more. So if it looks like it's going to lead to something stupid, like a character who's just going to say, oh, thanks for unlocking the door, and you get nothing for it, we're going to save scum it and make sure that we didn't just waste some money for nothing. Okay, game. Enough. Message received. You like wasting my time still. Here we go. We'll recover some health real quick, since we're in town. I think that was it. We'll do one more spell just to make sure. That was it. Okay. So first door to check is that right there. We'll save just in case. And we'll go ahead and use the key on the door. Let's see what we got for it. I'll talk to the guy first. Never does a brave person steal. Well, I'm a coward, so I'm just gonna do it anyway. 7 gold. 13 gold. So 20 bucks right now. 26 bucks. 35 bucks. I spent more on the key than I got out of it in return. And that is why we saved. All right. Well, let's go see if there was another door that we could get something of use from. All right, so there was a path over there that we couldn't get to before. Let's see what this leads to. When the sun and rain meet, a rainbow bridge shall appear, which means I have to go find 2 items of some kind to make a rainbow bridge. What do you got? Oof! Ooh! Oh, that's expensive, but it is a lot closer to where we were. Don't know if I want them that bad, though. If thy hit points are high enough, by all means, enter. I bet it's not, but we have to find out. Oh my god. Alright, well, we made it across, so what was this for? In Garenham, look for the grave of Garen. Thou must push on a wall of darkness there. Okay. I don't know what that told me, but we know there's something to find in Garenham. Alright, so 15 each step, right? 1. Yeah, we'll be fine. Gee! Another guy fights us. Ha-ha! Surprise! I am looking for the castle cellar. I heard it is not easily found. Let us wish the warrior well. May the light be thy strength. Oh. Ah, wait a minute. What's this? Stairs? No. Search. No. Door? Take. Come on. Something weird happened. Alright, maybe it was just a graphical glitch. Well, we got information on Garenham, for whatever that's worth. We're not wasting the money on that. And an island of hurt there. I don't think there was anything upstairs. We'll go. And we'll do a save. We haven't done this in a while. Yes. Now let's go recover our magic and health and go to Reconnery and check whatever doors were there. I think there's doors in just about every town. Spell, heal. Okay. Get that magic back. Ow. Is there anything else over here? No. Okay. To Reconnery! Zounds! Alright, a shop. Nothing there. Ah! There we go. Alright. Before we do it, we save. Shop. Well, they'll buy some fairy water for 38 gold to keep the Dragon Lord's minions away. No, because I need to fight. I mean, I don't know if she's just going to sprinkle it on me and immediately I don't have to fight. I'm sure it's something that wears off. We'll leave it open, because she actually gave us something that we could use. We'll do it. Whatever. No. Okay, so that's an item that we can use if we need to in an emergency to avoid fights. All right, that's worth it. That was worth it. Nothing up there. How about down south real quick? What's over here? Someone we can talk to. Save. What you got? Some say that Garen's grave is home to a silver harp. Alright, well, we didn't need that, so... Load. We know. There's something in Garenham I gotta go find, alright? Move. Move! Nothing here. You're a jerk. Quit walking in the path I need to take. Alright, so that was it. It was just the one door that leads to an item that we could find some use for. No big deal there. But we know what it is, and we've used how many keys? 2 of them. Alright. It's intelligence gathering, you know? We're learning. We're filing the information away for future use. We're going to Garenham right now to see if we can track down the item. It's probably one of those things, yes, I know we're at the 1 hour mark, where we won't actually be able to do it because you were intended to come back at a later time. Who knows? But we can go up there at least and find whatever it is they were talking about. This would be where the fairy water would come in handy, is just getting rid of all these damn pesky enemies that don't really provide much value to me anymore. But for however much it was, 38 bucks, I ain't doing it. Ain't doing. All right, let's poke around a little bit and see if we see a grave anywhere. No. Maybe the woods right here? Wait a minute, wait a minute. It's in the door, I bet. I bet that's exactly what it is. All right, well, we saved a second ago, but we'll do it again. Door. What you got? They say that Erdrick's armor was hidden long ago. I bet they did. Once there was a town called Hawkness, far to the south, but I do not know if it still exists. I'm sure it does. Wouldn't be much of a game if it didn't. I hate people. Go! Leave me! I suggest making a map if thy path leads into the darkness. Alright, well, I bet that's a warning about what we're going to do, ostensibly in this area. Yes, I know there's a treasure box. Open the damn treasure box, idiot. I got an herb. Alright, oh, that was something. I got money, and more money. No, I found a torch. Alright, so they're telling you, hey, you're about to go into a dark place. Right here. Ooh. Let's save before we waste the key and get nothing. Door. I'm too busy. Ask the other guard. Oh, great. Search. No. Take. Stairs? Okay, that was a waste of a key. Thank God for save states. Let's see if this is the darkness. Ah! Bingo! Ah, damn it! Alright, back in. Hopefully the door didn't lock itself after I left. Oh, son of a bitch. It did. Load. You're not getting me. Alright, there we go. What do you got? The harp attracts enemies. Stay away from the grave in Garenham. I can't. I just can't. We have to go find out what's in there, even if it probably will be dangerous at this point in the game. All right, it's been about an hour and 5, so we'll go ahead and call it there. We got down into the caves south of the village of Cole. Well, a couple of things happened in this episode. We went to the cave to the west of Tanagal Castle, went in and looted it and found a fighter's ring that increases our damage and our strength and our agility, or whatever it is, speed, response speed. Then we made our way back to the village of Cole, went south of that into the cave in the swamp that leads to where Princess Gwaelin is kept. The game hasn't expressly told us that. It's just kind of said, hey, the princess is in a cave to the east, and that is a cave to the east, so it's most likely there. We had to avoid a big bad dragon that we cannot damage, even though it only has 60 hit points at this point, and it can truck us based on the equipment we have, so we had to avoid that. Made our way through the chamber to the exit on the southern end, and headed for the village of Romualdar, where we did find magic keys. So we went back to the starter area to find all the stuff that we could do using those keys. We got a little bit of intel telling us to go back to Garenham using some of the keys in the castle. And it said that there was a grave in Garenham that had an item called the Silver Harp. What does the Silver Harp do? I have no idea. I'm sure we'll find out, but this is almost certainly an important item for the progress in the game, so we kind of have to go in here. What we'll be able to do in here, I don't know. It may be too early, and we may not be equipped properly to do this, but we have the ability to get to it. Unfortunately, this seems like a one-shot deal where we're going to have to waste the key to get back in here if we can't do it now. So, 50 bucks a shot right now, or 85 if you go to Tanagal Castle. It's going to add up. but that's only if we find that we can't do anything in here in the next episode. That's going to do it for episode 4 of my Dragon Warrior extended look / complete playthrough, most likely. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.